Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage. I'm Leslie Watkins and today is Paper Crafting Thursday. So I hope everybody's well. As you can see, I have a box here and I'm excited to share the contents of it with you. This is going to be a special unboxing presentation, and I thought what I would do is to let you know what a Stampin' Up! Package is like when it's delivered to your door, and to give you an idea of what some of the projects and classes that I have coming up are going to be. So, let's get it facing this way. I've got a whole bunch of different stamp sets. I've got some tools, and I've got some embellishments. So here is the iridescent rhinestones basic jewels. You can see they're very sparkly. I also have the neutrals adhesive back sequins. If you follow me for a while, you know I love, sorry, let me get a sip of water. There we go. You know I love sparkly gold and earth tone color combinations, so these are going to be perfect. Sorry. And what I like about these sequins in particular is that they have a little glue dot on the back so that they're super easy to use. You don't have to try to put liquid glue down and then slide the loose sequin onto it. It's all done for you. So these are very handy to have. I also got a great big background stamp. Now this is called It's in the Stars, and what I mean by a background stamp is that it's big enough for an entire card front. So the overall dimension here is 4.5 by 5.5, and I loved that this one had all of these little stars and constellations, and I'm going to be using this in an upcoming holiday workshop, so stay tuned for that. And by the way, if you'd like to learn more about my online paper crafting and watercolor classes and workshops, please subscribe to Notes from Dandelion Cottage, and I will put that link in the description below after I'm done with the video. When you subscribe to Notes from Dandelion Cottage, you'll be able to get an early bird announcement on the classes and workshops and how to register for them and all the other information. You'll also get a little bit of information about Dandelion Cottage and the gardens and the chickens. So it's a fun email list to be on. You can also visit my website at dandelioncottagedesign.com and sign up for Notes there. So please do that. That's really the only way that I can share this information with you. I have another background stamp. This is a beauty. This is called Berry Harvest. And I'm super excited about this one because my raspberries are ripening right now. And every day when I go up to visit the chickens, I grab a handful of the beautiful red raspberries. And I remember back in the day when I used to do illustration, in my portfolio I had a botanical illustration of blackcap raspberries. And I was always amused because every time I went to visit a potential client, and this was back in the day when we took our portfolio with us and actually met people face to face. So when they would come to the page with the raspberry painting on it, they would always touch it with their finger. And I think that berries have that kind of attraction for people, and I guess birds and animals too. So I'm looking forward to this because I am going to be showing you how to do a watercolor using this background stamps, and I think you're really, really going to love that. So stay tuned for that one. I got a third background stamp, and this one is really interesting. This is a geometric design. It's called Timeless Tiles, and it's a very classical kind of a background design, and I thought this would be awesome for journal pages. It's actually great for just about anything, but especially for journal pages, and so I'm looking forward to using that in my next journal. I got the Apple Harvest stamp set, and this is going to be a special free class that I'm going to be offering, and really it's a 4-in-1, and the class is going to be free with a $35 order, and I'm going to give you a host code and all the information for that in the description below. And when you select $35 worth of product from the Stampin' Up! Catalog, and you can get this stamp set as well, you're going to get 4 videos or 4 lessons, mini lessons, on how to use coloring products. So there's going to be one for watercolor pencils, there's going to be one for the blends, there's going to be one for painting with water-based inks, and there's going to be a 4th one of painting with watercolors. So you will not want to miss that. This is going to be a really wonderful event, and I know you're going to get a lot out of it. So, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming right up. All right, so if you've been following for a while, you know I love my chickens, and ever since Stampin' Up! Came out with the set, I think it was called Hey Chick, and then there was a second one, and I don't remember the name of the second one, and now here's a brand new third one called Hey Chuck, and it's got all these funny pictures of chickens on it, but the one I love is this rooster. And if you were watching the show back in the winter when I brought one of the roosters in over the winter because I thought he was in hospice, well, guess what? He's doing great. He's outside, so he didn't need to come in after all. But anyway, he would frequently make his presence known in the live video, and he'd be crowing in the background. So I thought that was hilarious. And it also comes with a whole bunch of dies. So let's take a quick peek at these dies. When you get the dies, they come in this really nice sturdy envelope with a closure that is reusable. So let's see, so here they are. So in addition to the dies that you can cut the various roosters out with, you also have a little fence. There's a sunburst pattern, and there's this really nice weather vane. I can see using that weather vane for all sorts of different purposes. So there's a total of 9 dies here. So stay tuned for more chicken projects. Oh, so now we're getting into the seasonal stuff here. So let me show you. So it's, if you would like to make your own Christmas cards this year, or if you've been saying every year, oh, I want to make my own Christmas cards, but now there's not enough time, it's not too soon to begin, okay? You can do a little bit at a time. If you're like me and you have more than 20 or 40 people on your Christmas card list, you want to get going as soon as possible. And I'm going to be offering a workshop on getting prepared to make your own Christmas cards. And there will be a supply list with all the essential tools and things that you'll want to have to get going. And there will be a list of all of the various Christmas and Hanukkah and holiday stamps and sweets that are available so that you can select the ones that you like best, and I will show you how to use them. It's going to be really fun. And so to prepare for that, I went ahead and I ordered 3 different holiday stamp sets, and I'm going to show them to you now. So this one is called So Very Merry, and it has these really cool kind of stained glass motifs. And there are so many different ways that you can make really interesting interactive cards and ornaments and decorations, gift tags for your packages, and we're gonna do a whole bunch of these things. So this is a great set. Look at this cute little gingerbread house. You've got a Santa Claus, this gorgeous angel. There's even some mistletoe and this cute little bird. So this is a very nice stamp set to have, and I will be coming back to that when the time comes. This stamp set is called Horse and Sleigh, and it features a horse and sleigh, this cute little bunny leaping, wonderful sentiments, some trees, and it also comes with some dies. So there are also 9 dies in this set, and I'm really excited to use this one. At first I wasn't too that interested in it, but then I got to thinking about it, and I realized that you could do so much with these dies, because you see you have this horse and sleigh die. It's actually a great big die. It cuts out the entire image, and you can create boxes with this, and 3D treat holders, interactive cards, and all sorts of 3D projects that are a little bit more advanced, but well worth the time. So this is going to be an awesome bundle to use. And when you do, now you can always get just the stamps or just the dies, but when you buy them together, you also save 10%. And so that's a really great way to go. And I'll tell you what, just about any time that I've ever bought one or the other, I've always regretted not getting them together, because at some point I want to have both of them. I've got one more to show you, and this one is one that has been going in and out of stock like crazy because everybody wants it. It's called Trucking Along, and it's got a lot of stamps in here. There are 26 stamps, and you get the outline of a pickup truck. You get a stamp to color in the pickup truck, the same with a Christmas tree, and all of these other things. So there's a palm tree, there's gifts, there are flowers, there's trees, more flowers, and railings for the truck. So what all these things do is they allow you to stamp those different items to put in the back of the truck. But the reason that this stamp set has been selling out so much is because it comes with a punch. And so what you do is you stamp your truck, you color it however it is that you want to color it, or you could just stamp it out of a colored cardstock, and then you can punch it out, and you have all these elements. So you've got a piece for the bumper, not the bumper, the wheel guard. You have a piece for the window, so that you could, if you wanted to, you could put like a vellum window that you could see through, or a transparent window. And then you have the circle for the tires. And so I believe it's back in stock right now. It has gone, they've oversold the punches twice. I think it's back again. So if you're interested in getting this, as with all the other things, you want to move kind of fast, because they do tend to sell out. So if you see something you really like, don't wait. And again, I will be posting a link below after the video with the host code so that you'll be able to shop my online store. And then I got some more of the blender pens because mine were getting a little bit old, and the blender pens come 3 to a pack, okay? And these things are so darn cool because if you don't want to have a lot of blender markers or blends or that sort of thing, or if you just want something quick and easy, you don't want to get out your watercolor materials, you can use the blender pen and your watercolor pencils to get a really wonderful result. And that's something that I'm going to be sharing when we do that, that Apple 4 Different Ways mini class, so stay tuned for that. And then finally, I just stocked up on some of my Fluid 100 watercolor paper, and that is my unboxing. So I'm really excited to start using all of these various stamp sets, and these are some of the things that we're going to be working with in the upcoming months. And again, if you like anything that you see here and you think you might want to take a watercolor or a paper crafting class with me, don't forget to sign up for notes from Dandelion Cottage, and that's my mailing list, and I will be able to send you updates on what I have to offer and how you can register, and oftentimes how you can save a bundle of money. So I'm just going to look real quick, see if anybody has any questions. And Ginger says, oh goodies, yeah, it's always exciting when that box comes right. You know, I don't like going to stores to shop so much. I love having things delivered to my house and having the convenience of being able to buy things online. So if you're like me and you're creative, or you've always wanted to get creative and learn how to do some of these skills and techniques, the Stampin' Up! Catalog is really the way to go. And I'll show you that real quick. So it looks, this is my dog-eared, well-used catalog, but it's big, it's thick, and in there, and all this stuff is online. You don't have to have the paper catalog, although I do like to use it for inspiration. Actually, this is the old one. Hold on, I'm showing you the wrong catalog. Here we go. Here we go. This is the 23-24 catalog. And you can see some of the new colors that are featured on the cover. But the way these things are put together is that there are zillions of stamps in the beginning. And so there's a design or a style for just about everyone. And there are also a lot of sentiments. So if you're like me and you create a lot of your own art, but maybe your lettering isn't the way as good as you'd like it, you can get these wonderful stamped sentiments and use those on the inside of your cards that you've made yourself, or as labels, however you want to do it. And yeah, so there's a broad range of styles, broad range of subjects. Here's something for the kids that are interested in astronauts and going into outer space, something for motorcycle aficionados, just you name it. Here's the one I've been using lately, the inked and tiled. So oftentimes the stamp set will come with a set of dies or a set of punches with this one, and then there will be coordinating papers and ribbons and embellishments. And best of all, I think, are the ideas. You know, you could change up the colors, change up the sentiments, however you like, but still be inspired to make these different things. Here's an example of one of my favorite sentiment stamp sets. This is called Go-To Greetings. And this one I keep right next to my desk because this one I use quite a lot. I just think it's beautiful. So yeah, something for everybody. And then finally, when you get to the back of the book, you get to the colors. So here are all the colors that coordinate not just with the inks, but also with the papers, the ribbons, the decorative papers, and some of the gems. So they're broken into families: regals, neutrals, subtles, and brights, and then the in colors. So everything that you need in one place. Here are some tools, some storage ideas, and additional papers, packaging, boxes. If you're making fudge for Christmas and you want to make a really cute stocking stuffer, then you want to get some of these products because it's going to make it so easy for you. And then you get into your envelopes. Here are your tools, adhesives, embellishments. So these are all sorts of sparkly little things that you can add to your gift tags or your note cards. There's a big selection of ribbons, essential tools that you're going to want to have on hand because having good quality tools is the thing that makes all the difference. And then punches for the quick and easy option. And then finally, if it's something that you think you really want to do, you might want to get yourself a cut and emboss machine so that you can actually cut out all these shapes. These are die cuts. They have labels and floral details, all just you name it. So there's a ton to choose from. Here's what some of those things look like with the colored cardstock, and there is just so much available. So if you have an idea, here are embossing folders to add texture. So if you have an idea that you want to create like a really special holiday card for somebody this year, and you're not sure how to go about it, but you want to do something that really has that wow factor, then get a hold of me. Let me know that you're interested. You can send me an email, send me a direct message, text me, whatever you want to do, and I will help guide you through and give you some ideas. So I hope that helps. I hope that I've given you some things to think about. I hope to see you in class. And I will be back here on Wednesday for Watercolor Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then back again next Thursday also at 1 o'clock for Paper Crafting Thursday. So have a fantastic weekend. I hope you get crafty. Stay well, stay happy, and stay creative, and I will see you next time.